What's up guys, welcome back to ROMs for you. Today I am here with latest DotOS 5.2 running on Xiaomi POCO F1. I am using a G-apt variant of this ROM. To begin with, let's quickly get into About Phone session. The ROM is based upon Android 11 and version is 5.2 G-apps. Security patch they are using is from 1st October 2021. Kernel coupled here is Silver Core 9.8, which is not that latest. SC Linux is by default set as enforcing for this build. Under system settings, there are all normal options as AOSP based ROMs. One another extra option here is status bar tuner. This option does includes the customization of all notifications over your status bar. Like if you want to hide your Wi-Fi, you can simply hide it. If you want other options to hide, you can hide or enable them manually, which is some kind of cool feature I believe. There is also option for backup, reset and multi-user option as well. Even in this build, I did notice that multiple user handling is pretty easier. As like Android 12 versions, by selecting add user, you can easily add a user. Let me add a user named as test. So once you add that, you can select the behavior. If you don't want to select, just select back. Turn on call or SMS feature. Enabling this will allow you to monitor all the call and SMS that particular user receives. There is also option for switch to that user and delete that user as well. Let me quickly switch the new user I have created. Selecting switch to test will prompt to switch the user. Selecting it will prompt for our basic configuration, which you will configure when you boot up into your phone first time. Let me quickly finish those steps now. With this option, you will be also able to log in with another Gmail account if you want to. You can set your own credential to log in as well. So let me quickly go to system and check the user details. As you see, I am the latest user created name as test. Let me quickly go to dialer and check how does that option work. So now I am going to make a test call from this user. As you see in recent, you can see the 123 as my first dial. So now let me quickly switch back into my admin account. When you come to dialer and recent, you will be able to see the same dial here, which means whatever that user make a call or messages, you will be able to monitor it from here. But if you disable the option, you won't be able to syncing it. Next is to delete. Deleting the user will also delete the entire data what that user was having, which is synced with the admin account won't be deleting. So that's all about multi-user handling. When you come back from there, under system settings, you will be able to see the update which are available for your ROM. You will be able to download and install it from here. Since I am already in latest, you won't be seeing any version here as of now. Under security session, the ROM does includes IR face unlock, fingerprint, smart lock and more. The IR face unlock and fingerprint are pretty faster here. I haven't faced any lags or jitters while testing out. Each time I tried to unlock the phone, they were pretty smooth. The phone is not encrypted out of the box. I believe if you want, you can encrypt it manually. Under battery settings, there is pixel thermal switching. You will be able to select appropriate thermal for your applications as per your need, which is not something new comparing with any other AOSP based ROMs. There is also option called battery manager. It does includes more options here. There is option for switching default, moderate, high and extreme profiles here. You will be able to switch your performance profiles from here. I'm not so sure how accurate it is, but still you will be able to switch it. There is also option for battery saver and battery saver schedulement as well. You will be able to set up the smart charging. Turn off the charging when your battery reaches 90%, which is some cool feature I believe. When it comes to display settings, there are all normal options available. Dark theme switching and tap to wake as well as the lock screen settings works pretty well. There is also option for display cutout settings. Unlike any other ROMs, it works pretty smooth here. I didn't notice any issues after hiding the notch. Also the corners are rounded here. One issue I noticed here is after switching in between dark theme and light theme, the theming is kind of struggling to get it back. I did notice that the normal dark theme is not looking that well, but this is not the permanent one. After setting up this, I did notice a misplace of Google search from the home screen. Let me quickly restart the phone and check what is the result. So after a quick restart, I was able to see all issues are solved. Proper dark theme as well as the light theme. I didn't notice any issues here anymore, which means there is a minor bug while switching in between dark theme as well as the light theme. Maybe it does include the notch hiding as well, but nothing is permanent here. Everything back to normal after a reboot. Moving forward under settings, there is also option called game dashboard. You will be able to enable or disable gaming mode from here. There is also a cool feature like quick control. After enabling it, you will be getting a quick control pop-up by side. We will be testing it out after adding few games into list. So far I have added the PUBG as well as other games here. And as you see, you will be able to see the quick control settings here. There is option for taking screenshot and screen recorder as well as the more setting option as well. You will be able to hide or recall the control center by swiping right side of the screen, which works pretty smooth. Moving forward under settings, there is also option called customization. This option does includes all customization towards theming like wallpaper settings and wallpaper scheduling, as well as downloading and applying extra wallpapers from online. You will be able to download them without any issue. Also there is option for selecting different kind of AOD option as well. Most of the feature I have tested working pretty well. No complaints so far. When comes to recent menu, there is option for select screenshot and swiping from left to right clear all option as well. All these options work pretty well. The QS panel here is pretty smooth and solid. You will be able to add more tiles by selecting edit button. I did notice that there is no presence of FPS meter as of now. There is screen recorder present and it is capable of recording internal audio as well as microphone at a time. After enabling it, I didn't notice any lags or jitters. Moving forward, the ROM does passes Saftynet checks out of the box. And when you come to Google Play settings and about session, device is also Google Play Protect certified. ROM is not rooted out of the box. When talking about benchmarks out of the box after setting up gaming thermals, AnTuTu scores 380,000 plus, which are not that much exciting score since I use AnTuTu 9. Geekbench scores for single core 421 and multi-core 2108. Which are decent scores for Snapdragon 845, but not that exciting score for gamers for sure. When it comes to DRM info, the ROM is also Widevine L1 certified. To understand more about performance, I did do a 30-minute CPU throttling test. The test was not that much great. There was drops noticed in graphs. But overall, the ROM was able to pull out average score of 1,82,000 GIPS, which is a decent score for Snapdragon 845. The ROM will be able to handle any of your day-to-day activities without any issues. The ROM does comes out with OpenCam, and it is pretty basic. If you want more features, you may need to rely on Gcam for sure. Next important feature to talk about here is the temperature handling. Unlike the previous build, this version can handle the phone temperature very accurate. Even after finishing benchmarking and CPU throttling test, temperature only reached 40 degrees Celsius, which is something great. Also, the phone was not that much heated up to hold in hand. Keep in mind that all these tests I have done in room temperature, never give any kind of cooling methods. So next is the gaming test, BGMI with smooth plus extreme settings. FPS and screen recorder are enabled. Meantime the gaming is going on, let's conclude the video. Overall the ROM is pretty smooth and solid. Very minor bugs noticed. Whichever bugs I have noticed is not permanent, as well as not the major ones. You can solve them by just rebooting your phone once. Everything else is pretty smooth and solid. If you are someone looking for a good looking and solid ROM for daily driver, you can consider this ROM. The ROM is also capable of doing the basic level of gaming. There is frame drops and major lags noticed while close combat. Switching to a performance-based kernel can give you a little bit improvement here. One important advantage this ROM has over any other AOSP-based ROM is it is still on Android 11 and it has the look and feel of Android 12. So that's it guys, this is all about latest DotOS 5.2. Hope this video was helpful to you. Like and shares are always appreciated. Subscribe if you are new here and I'll catch you in next.